Good day everyone, I am 𝘔𝘈𝘗𝘌𝘏
And I am 𝘔𝘈𝘗𝘌𝘏.
and today we'll be discussing and explaining the important part of our culture and tradition, the nature and background of folk dance. But before we begin, what is dance?
Dance is a performing art form consisting of sequence of movement, either improvised or purposefully selected. This movement has been aesthetic and often symbolic value.
Dance can be categorized and described by its choreography, by its repertoire of movements, or by its historical period or place of origin.
Now, what is folk dance?
A folk dance is a dance developed by people that reflect the life of the people of a certain country or region. Not all ethnic dances are folk dances. For example, ritual dances or dances of ritual origin are not considered to be folk dances. Ritual dances are usually called religious dances because of their purpose. The terms ethnic and traditional are used when it is required to emphasize the cultural roots of the dance.
In this sense, nearly all folk dances are ethnic ones. If some dances, such as polka, cross ethnic boundaries and even cross the boundary between folk and ballroom dance. Ethnic differences are often considerable enough to mention.
Now, let's talk about characteristics of folk dance. First, folk dances help preserve the culture and identity of the group. Second, performed by ordinary people, not professional dancers. Next, reflect the daily life or culture of the community. And lastly, simple and easy to follow movement. Next, what is international folk dance?
International folk dance refers to traditional dances from different countries around the world that are performed globally. This includes dances like hula from Hawaii, samba from Brazil, flamenco from Spain, waltz from Austria, seili from Ireland, and many more.
These dances help us appreciate the diversity of cultures across nations and allow people to learn traditions outside their own country.
Brief development of Philippine folk dance.
The development of Philippine folk dance can be understood through different historical periods. Each period influenced how Filipinos dance and what stories they told through movement.
Next, what is pre-colonial period?
Dances during this time were closely connected to nature, spiritual beliefs, and daily activities. Movements were simple but meaningful, often using body, rhythms, chants, and native instruments like gongs and drums. Many of the folk dances we know today originated from pre-colonial traditions but evolved through different cultural influences. Before we move on to the next slide, can you give some examples of folk dance that you are familiar with? Now let's move on to the examples of folk dance. Cariñosa. Cariñosa means loving, affectionate, or caring in Spanish.
In the Philippines, cariñosa is also a traditional Filipino folk dance that shows romance, grace, and courtship. These are usually performed with fans or handkerchiefs. Banga sa lidsid. Banga, a dance from Kalinga people where a woman balances clay pots, banga, on their heads. It shows grace, strength, and balance.
Salidsid, a courtship dance of the Kalinga. It shows shyness, admiration, and playful interaction between a boy and a girl. Maglalatik. Maglalatik is a Filipino folk dance that means coconut shell dance. It uses coconut shells strapped to the dancers' bodies and shows a mock battle between two groups.
Itik-itik means duck dance. It imitates the movements of a duck, waddling, flopping, and gliding.
Tinikling. Tinikling means bamboo pole dance. It imitates the movement of the tinikling bird as it dodges bamboo traps.
Kuratsa. Kuratsa means a Filipino courtship dance that shows lively and playful wooing between a man and a woman.
Singkil. Singkil means a Maranao royal dance that shows a princess gracefully avoiding moving bamboo poles.
Sakuting. Sakuting is a traditional folk dance from Abra in the Philippines. It is a stick dance performed by boys and girls using two sticks that they strike together in rhythmic pattern.
Now, for an activity, who here knows the dance called itik-itik? Watch this video and learn about itik-itik and how to dance this.
The itik-itik is a traditional Filipino folk dance that originated in the province of Surigao in the Philippines. It is characterized by imitating the movements of a duck, hence the name itik, which means duck in the Filipino language. The dance is believed to have been inspired by a story of a young girl who was imitating the movements of a duck while dancing in the fields. The dancer uses small steps, swaying hips, and flapping arms to imitate the duck's movements. The music accompanying the itik-itik dance is usually a lively and rhythmic folk song played on traditional Filipino instruments such as the bandurria, guitar, or bamboo flute. The dance is often performed during festive occasions, cultural festivals, and special events to showcase Filipino heritage and traditions. The itik-itik dance has gained popularity both within the Philippines and internationally as a vibrant and engaging representation of Filipino culture. It is admired for its lively and playful nature, as well as the skill and grace required to execute the intricate movements.
Now, get a paper and a ball pen for this activity. Activity 1.2, quiz time. Number 1, what is folk dance? Letter A, a performing art form consisting of sequence and movement. Letter B, a dance developed by people that reflect the life of the people of a certain country or region. Letter C, a genre of dance that emphasizes expression and experimentation. The correct answer is letter B. Number 2. All the answers below are characteristic of folk dances, except letter A, reflect the daily life of culture of the community. Letter B, folk dances help preserve the culture and identity of a group. Letter C, combines elements of modern jazz and many more. The correct answer is letter C. Number 3. What are examples of a folk dance? Letter A, pandangos sa ilaw, karinyosa, maglalatik. Letter B, singkil, banga, silidad, tensyonado. Letter C, tinikling, cruel summer, kuratsa. The correct answer is letter A. That's it for quiz time. How many right answers did you get? And that's all for our presentation. Again, I am 𝘔𝘈𝘗𝘌𝘏.
And I am 𝘔𝘈𝘗𝘌𝘏.
Thank you for listening, and we hope that you learned something today.